3, draft ready to start. Let's dive in. The jungle awaits.
Guys.
And there you go, Bowie. They listened. All right. Beast Coast, they talked to Red Monster, their coach in between games. He was like, guys, listen, you just got to ban the Medusa. All right. It doesn't matter. It's a good hero. It's not you. It's the hero. All right. It's the meta. Just take it out.
You guys are good.
All right, Red Monster, you got to break them down. You got to build them up. Shout out to the coach for Beast Coast that I don't think gets a lot of love. Did you know that the coach of Beast Coast was Red Monster, Trent?
No, I didn't.
There you go.
Did not know that.
There you go. Shout out to the people behind the scenes.
Yeah, he doesn't like green monsters, though, those first 2 bans, but they grabbed the Rubik. All right, Rubik, well, is this his time?
I don't know, Trent. We didn't see a lot of Rubik's winning, but it definitely is an answer to Nyx Assassin because you can steal his spells. You have a way to disable him without taking damage. I think it works very well with the Mars, kind of like the Centaur, just have a lot of burst damage.
Would you like to take a guess at his win rate across all regions in 80 games that he's been picked or banned?
22%.
36. It's not.
Okay.
But that's still pretty for Rubik. That's pretty bad. I believe that was 80, but you know what? I also clicked out of it really fast. You know, I'm gonna double check because I like stats.
Whoa. Okay, dude. This is NoPing.
80 games.
This is NoPing admitting that they might not have the deepest set of S tier strategies. Okay, but they've got it. They say, hey, we're gonna play this HFNTA. You were gonna ban it. Now we've got it. What's your reaction? What is?
I think they're just saying that we have full confidence in HFN. Yeah, go ahead, ban our heroes or whatever. But it's like, you know, we know this is good. You know, we're picking Dusa 4th overall. We're taking TA 4th overall. What are you going to do about it? Nice bans on the Viper, nerds.
That's true.
By the way, just remembering the viewers that this is played in Brazil servers. So slight edge to
coin flip. Game 3, it reflips. It's always Peru first, always Brazil second. And then a flip for the 3rd game, and Brazil has won this time. TA, a good hero for that.
In SA, Rubik is 1-9.
Ugh.
Solid. All right, Beast Coast.
All right.
Play into the numbers here.
Let's pump those stats.
Wow.
Woo. Yikes. That's pretty rough.
It is. I mean, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it, but I'm always open to new ideas. We'll see what Beast Coast does with that.
It's actually the lowest win rate of any hero with over 10 games in our region, right next to Ursa and Lifestealer. I did not realize Ursa was at a 25% win rate.
Ooh,
and Lifestealer's at 21%.
I knew Lifestealer was bad. I had thought that Ursa had maybe won a few more games. He always feels good when he pops out. I feel like we seldom scoff at an Ursa pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while though since we've seen Ursa. Maybe
apparently for good reason.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are our 5s versus the Nyx Assassin? We already have the Rubik in terms of this like stun without having to worry about the Carapace, which is probably partially why they got it.
Maybe Oracle, maybe.
Just for a blanket 5. I mean, it is nice for the TA, right? The Constant Fates Edict. We saw that before, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just thinking 5s that like aren't super phased by Nyx. Obviously, he's annoying, but for example, you're definitely not going like any kind of Shadow Shaman type hero.
Right.
You know.
What about the Undying boys? Yeah, TA can get vision for the Tombstone, but you know you destroyed the refraction charges. You're a bulky boy. You amplify damage on TA.
Yeah.
Is that something possible, maybe?
It actually looks pretty good for both teams, too, with the Rubik and the Mars.
Oh, yeah. True. They're taking a long time deciding here. All right, they finally get the Tide. Witch Doctor ban on side NoPing. So, are they going for some bulky offlane? What's the bulky offlaner left in the pool here? Center? Probably.
You know, we're talking about... I guess they just haven't lost that many games in general, but they probably haven't lost at the safe lane TA yet either, right? Like... Versus Infamous, he went 15-2-17 with his Deso Dragonlance BKB. He had Deso Dragonlance BKB by 20 minutes. Oh my god. Man, he shredded that game.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, that's kind of how it goes. It's so good because it takes off so fast. It just shuts down lanes. You clear out the jungle. You basically just walk into Roche and destroy it. You get an early Aegis, and TA playing from ahead is really fun. And I don't want to say it's easy, but she plays well from ahead. Let's put it that way. Two-shotting supports is a really fun way to further your snowball.
Yeah, what I'll say about this TA here is that when I think NoPing played 2 games of TA carry this season, it doesn't feel as convincing as Medusa. TA dies a couple of times. I think she relies a lot on Roche, but it is a hero HFN is really comfortable with. So
they're
obviously
too.
confident. Yeah, I don't think TA scales nearly as much as a Medusa. That's what I'm trying to get.
Do you think they would give Hector another one of these agi heroes like a troll, or do you think that they want to go back to the strength ones?
I think if you're going to play a strength hero, it's probably Sven, but it's not a good matchup versus TA.
I feel like troll is the best hero they have here.
Yeah, it's
I mean, for now, obviously, I'd like to get some more information first. So I'm not saying, pick it now, but I would pick my 5 with that in mind, I feel like.
And I think that
with that
Wraith game
said, they
stands
have
out.
0 troll games on Beast Coast in the last
You
3
could go
months.
for a Grimstroke CK here, or a Grimstroke Wraith King. Get one of your classic combos.
I like CK. I think it's probably one of the best matchups versus TA, but it's a hero Beast Coast also
Haven't
played it this season.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute, but I don't know. It's one that I think they're probably not afraid to go back to if it feels really good. Oh,
whoa,
yes.
all right,
Now this is a hero.
Instant pick? Oh my god, they were wyverning anyway, and they're like, oh, they magged, yes.
Perfect.
And
they always
put the
get this
pressure back
wyvern
on.
when they have the TA. I think it hard counters TA very hard. So not only it works well versus Mag in this case,
Void again.
but it's a hero you would rather have. Oh, I like this.
Why do we have 3 offlaners?
It's probably a mid Chris Luck Venomancer. He is known for that.
So that's a Whisper Magnus then, and like 4 Mars, or do you think it's a support
I
Magnus?
think this could be like a 5 mag.
10
Yeah.
seconds
Oh.
remaining.
5,
or if
one
they
of
wanna
those
be
2.
super creative, they could play carry mag, but I
5
think that's
seconds
like
remaining.
dead for a year. But
Huh.
I don't know. I think once you see this wyvern, you probably just want to give very little priority to him and just make him the empower bot.
What about Darkseer? For NoPing.
Entire team back.
Like, just for, counter AoE and everything?
Ooh,
Okay. All right.
baby.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, most of the heroes you want to pick with empower are actually very bad versus Timbersaw, besides the Jug, which will probably get banned as their second ban here. So
There is the Empowered Slark. Still kind of has some sauce this game, I think. That could be really good, actually.
I don't know, guys. This NoPing lineup
10
is looking
seconds
pretty
remaining.
solid. I have not seen much mid Veno, and I know that hero can scale
5 seconds
okay
remaining.
into the mid game when he's like farmed and playing from ahead, and he just plants on the map, and you kind of can't deal with him. But Timber TA, man, they have some big damage.
I can't recall. Does NoPing play... Dark Mogul plays Invoker, doesn't he?
I think he has
outside of his-
played it.
Tinker playing?
all right. In the last 3
Not
months,
this
they
oh, he's
played
played
2
it a couple
Evoker
times.
games on
Yeah.
NoPing.
There, that sounds about right. It's an occasional pick. Is there anything that
10
really
seconds
lanes
remaining.
well against Veno?
I think Huskar.
5 seconds remaining.
Anything... Yeah.
That's
Timber lanes well versus Venomancer.
I mean,
If
Marana. That was a classic.
It's okay.
Is that wild? Or they're not the kind
Yeah,
of
it's
team
too
that
wild.
would.
That's,
No, I mean, are they
that's
going to flex
unnecessary?
Team
Dark
back.
Mago Timber Saw mid? Is what I meant.
I think they're just gonna pick Tiny. Honestly,
Oh. Well,
I think they'll do
it
that.
matches the tempo of what they want to do. I'm not super against it.
I prefer something that can take towers.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they could maybe
Like
Death Prophet.
DK or DP or something, yeah.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I think the Lesh band's solid for that too. Maybe NP mid?
Ooh.
It's not usually amazing versus Mag and Mars, and you don't know their core matchup, but it does fit their tempo. But it's also good versus the Veno if they want to put the Veno mid.
Yes.
That sounds pretty okay. The treants are annoying. It's like just the right extra bit of push they need to go with this TA.
They would be really squishy though. That could be a little concerning if they went like some sort of like pick off like the Slark, I guess. Even
I actually don't hate DK for NoPing. I don't think it's something that Dark Mago has played much, but it has that same kind of push, but it's way tankier than the Nature's Prophet.
Mm-hmm. I'm very surprised they didn't ban Juggling NoPing, but I think they deemed his Wyvern hero enough of a counter just because he's probably going to go for Battle Fury or just stat items with team power.
Dude, they could NP and then they can 1 or mid it because they play the 1 HFN NP too.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
sure Dark Mago plays TA though, because I always feel like, yeah, they could flex it, but they go Bristle.
Dude, how do we get last pick Bristles again? Okay.
Huh.
Whoops. It's
This
a Oscar instantly throwing it out there like, yeah, that's right. Oh, but they're ready. They're doing it. They're just going right back for the Void. It's a Team Faceless, in fact, playing the Faceless Void Magnus combo way back in like 2018.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Get him the Battle Fury that he so desperately wants. I do like the Dark Mago Bristle. Bristle's a weird hero when it comes to pushing. He's not like a classic pusher, but he's also not terrible. He does a lot of damage with the Warpath.
And the Stinger Mag. Woo. Spicy draft. Spicy. I hate it. I would not want to be a Beast Coast fan. I know how they play, and I know they have this like crazy good team fight synergy, and I'll be so impressed when they inevitably make this work. But this draft is as ugly as that Venomancer is right now. It's got boils. It's gross. I just want to lance it and grow something new.
5 seconds remaining.
I'd rather have NoPing heroes.
If we look at the lanes, all right, if we're going to be concise here, we're going to be scientific about this. You have a Venomancer Rubik lane versus a TA Wyvern. The TA Wyvern lane, to me, seems awful. You have these long cooldowns on the Wyvern. TA has no kill potential whatsoever. So I do feel like Beast Coast has the advantage there. The Faceless Void Magnus one is also terrible. So both side lanes, NoPing and Beast Coast, are terrible. I think the mid matchup is going to matter a lot here. Whether this Mars can, just pop off, because I feel like this Bristleback is going to be a pain in Beast Coast's butt, and they're going to like damage.
Now, here's a question, though. Have we ever seen the Bristle versus Faceless Void that we've talked about before with the time dilation?
No.
I feel like we've never actually gotten a match with it before, despite us discussing it a couple times.
They actually have Void and Bristle in the same team last time. Yeah,
we did last game, yeah.
You're right, though. We've suggested that as a counter.
We'll see if that comes into play here.
Maybe
that'll be enough. Maybe that could just like legit ruin his mid game.
What if Rubik goes Eggs and he steals the goo and he becomes Bristleback?
With the power?
Maybe. I pretty much thought the spamming Q could be good, but we'll see. I guess the game's already begun. We should probably call Gare Bear.
I'm going to go on NoPing's side again. Let's see if we can get this extended series. Gary, it's up to you now, though, my friend. Game number 3. Let's bring the pain.
Here we go. Yeah, another game where Beast Coast very reliant on their mid-game team fights, picking their fights when they need to and scaling with experience. Whereas NoPing, Theban, again, kind of looking towards item timings and building up that tempo from an early point with their laning stage. How are you feeling for game 3 here?
I'm just going to wait until the runes spawn and people pick up the runes and the dust settles before I say anything. Because I felt kind of burned last game, talking too soon.
4 runes and 2 kills wins games?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many kills happening here, though, looking at the positioning of the map. So I'll go ahead and say that I do think NoPing, they have a pretty legit draft this game, Gary. I think this Faceless Void, I'm not sure if they want to pick it 3 times in a row for K1 here. This Winter Wyvern, like one curse on this Void, is just going to nullify all the damage output of Beast Coast. So they're going to need Whisper to carry hard from the offlane so they have that secondary carry available.
Yeah, and that is, like Bowie pointed out, that is a real strong lane for them. As it looks like NoPing going to try and come in and grab some bounty runes. They get themselves 3. to start off their laning stage. But yeah, that Venno Rubik lane, Whisper and Schofield against the TA and the Wyvern. Also, Nyx lurking around top. It looks like potentially the initial try lane from NoPing there, maybe just to try and get a kill early on, especially towards that Venno to stop his advance.
Definitely not the best try lane to try and get a kill with, but you know, 2 range squishy heroes. Only 660 HP here. They do got Fairy Fires on there. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, Timber's all by himself. They know that there's a try lane top. Beast Coast is like, okay, let's just play along the tree. Whisper got too close though.
Still walks in. He's planting bananas around the tree line there. First Fairy Fire comes out. The Melt Strike level 1. The minus armor and the stun. Catching out the Venomancer. And once more, NoPing stamping their mark on this early laning stage with 1 kill. Not going to get the second though. Schofield TP's out, knowing there are no more stuns.
Yeah, that also means Whisper's TP is going to be a little bit longer. And Panda Boot, he stole the first blood from HFN. Going to be a little upset about that. Lane is pushing out too. How's Timber looking? I guess with the Magnus 5, the Timber's not worried. Like, he might miss out on a few creeps early on with K1 denying them with 2 heroes being down there. But once Oscar is level 3, there's nothing K1 can do.
Yeah, and usually with this position 5 Magnus... Oh, hang on a second. Schofield up at top. He's gone for a battle with Panda Boo, trying to hide in that tree line. There's a lift. Fade Bolt. Schofield can only choose one or the other, though, and he's just going to get stunned up and die here, potentially. Good telekinesis. It buys him a little bit of time. But you're right. Matthew there with a couple of little love taps finds the second kill in that top lane. Stinger's even come up here as well. So yeah, Stinger moved. He sentried the small camp mid lane. But yeah, usually with position 5 Magnus we've seen in the past, skewers Matthew to the high ground. He does have a TP, though.
Yep, it's going to TP bottom. So it looks like they want to go and punish K1 now, because Stinger's top. That means there's a Void all by himself down here. And
yeah, there is.
You know K1, he likes his creeps, so if he can't touch any creeps because there's 2 heroes down there, he's definitely going to be calling for someone to his lane.
He's a sad puppy down there. And yeah, with the Pos 5 Magnus, we saw this a lot, or maybe like a year ago, something like that, where Shockwave, Skewer, you push people onto tower, you look for those sneaky kills. Timbersaul's not really a hero you can do that to, so it makes sense that Stinger just leave the lane. There's no point just leeching experience away from K1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Water Rune's going to come up. Chrysalis has his bottle, as does Dark Margot, but Stinger takes the top rune, so no refill for the Bristleback. And so far, so good for Chris Luck. 14-6 against Bristleback's 9 last hits.
Dark Mago, he's probably not going to be skilling up Goo. Maybe he goes for the Goo. I would think he just goes for the Bristleback because he got the spear that can just knock him away. You don't want to be wasting any mana on Goo here, so that's what he does. Just going to play for farm. Do they have any ancient stacks? There is none so far. Oh, what? He's dead?
He just gets the kill.
He was looking at him. Okay, Chris Luck, 2 volleys of his spells, and the Bristleback is dead. This is not something that you would normally expect. Like, game 2, game 3, Bristleback dying alone.
Yeah, just a straight-up solo kill. I mean, you can factor in that Water Rune being stolen out by Stinger, helping out tremendously for Chris Luck. And we need that Mars for Beast Coast to be able to come out laning stage, get that level 6 going, find some arena kills. As he's the tempo setter, as K1 time walks away from Oscar. Salved up by Stinger. And Timber chain away. Level 2 reactive armor again. He's just so tanky.
K1 needed Stinger to be there right then and there to salve him up because he was out of regen. He doesn't have any other regen coming on the courier too, just boots now. And they're just gonna look to punish K1. The Timber's only gonna get more obnoxious in this lane.
It feels like Chris Luck's the only one really farming in this. Everyone else is under so much pressure. TA struggling a little bit with CS. Venomancer has a lot of denies, in fact, even though the actual last hits aren't that amazing for Whisper.
Oh yeah,
being spammed out a little bit by Pandaboo.
Wyvern TA is a good lane against melee position 3s. But Venomancer is just really annoying for the Templar Assassin. The refraction isn't going to do too much because they get burned out right away. And having 3 heroes top... Oh, Schofield, though. He's got a fade bolt ready.
It's dying to the Arctic Burn. And Whisper might be dying here as well. There's a refraction up. They've got the minus armor from the meld. They do kill off that Winter Wyvern, but TA very gladly picks up a couple of kills. Well, we also saw that picture-in-picture down bottom. There was the Magnus skewering 2 heroes away from the camp, which was being contested, and gives K1 a little bit more free farm time.
They did really need to get those kills on HFN though, because his experience was starting to lack since they started with the tri-lane top. It was just a little bit of a mixed play from Schofield. He had a Fairy Fire. He was not able to pop it in time. And
the arena mid.
Panda will commit to two more hits.
There it is, the arena mid. And Bristleback, he doesn't have his back turned, but the lift and spear, he's been pushed over the side of the arena, and it looks like Dark Margo is going to turn. Helped out by the Arctic Burn, back towards Chris Luck. He's got Fairy Fire bottle charges, the Mars surviving, but the Quill Sprays, they build up quickly. And they're onto Schofield now. Dark Margo, he's hit one of his first timings. He's level 6, big punch with that 100 base damage. Oh, come on, finish him off with the Quill Sprays. Pandaboo tanks up the tower a little bit there just to secure it.
And there's no one who can actually TP in there to help them too. You know, it's Stinger. He's only got Empower and Skewer. It's not going to be enough. And the backs off on Dark Mago. You know, Dota 2 physics. At it again, Gary. In the arena, get lifted, and then all of a sudden, the God's Rebuke kicks you out of the arena.
It's pushing you over the top. It's been rough for this position 5 Magnus. The whole time through that draft, I was thinking, they've not really played Spur. They've played it on Chris Luck once, the Magnus in the mid lane. It's not a hero that we've seen much from East Coast, looking at their Dota buff profile. And bringing out this old school strat, it feels very slow compared to K1. Oh, K1 dead!
Top lane 2, Whisper, getting a little bit low.
Level 3 Splinter Blast. Can he get this off on the range creep? He doesn't land it on Whisper.
Still gilled up.
HFN, yeah, he's got 3 refraction charges. Sideblades off. Whisper 1 hit away from death, but HFN, can he catch with a Gale on him? Doesn't look like it. Pandaboo dead, the uncharge onto Whisper. HFN has to TP back to his tier 1. A Plague Ward starting to become obnoxious.
Yeah, and the Gale just makes it so HFN can't really chase these heroes down. It's gone to the small camp now. But yeah, big kill there onto K1. K1's back to bottom, but Oscar, he's able to solo. He's got Soul Ring, Arcane Boots, 3 levels into Reactive Armor. They don't really got a lot of damage in the Chrono either, so they can't really bring anybody down here.
He's just solo killing Stinger at this point, and they've got a bit of magic damage and maybe a Chrono. K1, he's not even going to bother chucking it in there. Just lets Oscar kill his support while the arena up top. HFN stuck inside, battling with Chris Luck. And that's your over-farmed Chris Luck. Mars coming in, but he's going to get stunned, and the TP's cancelled. Pandaboo doesn't have a target, really, for the Splinter Blast. So it is just a TP cancel. And not a kill.
Luck, he's going to be looking for that top rune. If he doesn't get it, he's out of mana. Out of resources. Gonna have to walk back to base and won't have a TP on Venomancer.
Yeah, they're closing on Whisper. The 2 supports are right on his tail. 1 charges, raindrops. No stun or anything from Matthew. He's got a wand, another Arctic Burn, actually. They're trying to keep the vision on him. Matthew with the stun, he's lining it up, but he won't be able to dive. He's blocked in, actually, because of the Plague Ward. Taking a decent chunk of damage from the tower.
Scorpio's on the way. They might be able to get a kill. Whisper.
Oh, Matthew with that vision, he was trying. He's trying. Schofield should be able to, get that lift into Gale. And Matthew zapped by the Fade Bolt with an immediate D-ward.
These toxic offlaners, Gary. Timbersaw, Venomancer. Just so annoying to play against.
Like the true carries of the game right now. Yeah. Every time I look bottom, K1's time walking away from Oscar. Chakram, time walk back up. Yeah, it's a half HP. He will return. And Oscar pretty limited on this mana pool now. K1 going to feel a little more comfortable with that Empower and a Chrono and Time Walk to be able to disengage from the Timber.
Gary, how many times have you seen a Faceless Void who doesn't really have a partner that can do damage in Chrono win a game?
I would say 0. I can't think of any.
Exactly. It just doesn't happen. And you can see right here, K1, he's had this Chrono for about 3 minutes now. And there's no one who can TP down there, beat a +1 and kill this Timber, or go somewhere else and get a kill with it. He's very limited to the plays that he can do on this map. Pretty much can only farm with Stinger empowering him.
I do catch a glimpse of Matthew walking through. K1 just going to go with a solo Chrono once. Look at that. Matthew tips him. They know. They know just what you said, right? You have to Chrono these supports to try and kill them. And even then, it's a long, drawn-out process, bringing 4 heroes down there for a Nyx Assassin.
Exactly. And they have all the information where Beast Coast is, what the next move could be in the next 20 to 30 seconds now, because they show 4 heroes down there. Oscar, he's taking this bottom tower. He's going to constantly shove this lane out. He has a TP ready to cover the other lanes if needed. Top, we say Matthew, he's going to Vendetta up. Setting up for Whisper here. HFN.
Yeah, trying to play around any sentries that could be there. He's dancing around the Veno. There's the Vendetta stun.
TP
And HFN with a Melt Strike. Still not a kill, though, because Chris Luck has come in to return fire.
Cut the trees
Arena
down.
Spear clears through the Nyx. The Venomancer, he's still being chased. Oscar wants to gap close onto him, but he misses the Chakram. Timber chains forward. Can't quite catch him. The Octoburn will slow Whisper a touch, but Oscar, there's the dive. Whisper's still alive with the one charge and the Spirit Vessel up. He's fine. He's actually still up and running. The Chakram, it touches him. The killing spree taken. Oscar finally hits the nail on the head.
Position 3, killing the enemy position 3, and that means they will be able to defend the top tier 1 tower, and Beast Coast, their map is shrinking. Mid tower was taken as well while all that was going on. Feels bad, just to drop your arena, get a kill onto the Nyx, but that's it. You just got one support kill, and now you're being pressured all over the map in terms of creeps pushing in.
It's just like you said, right? They moved 4 bottom, they used Chrono there. Everything is very telegraphed and obvious what Beast Coast are going to be doing. And Nyx Assassin, we've seen this hero, even when he's... we've seen this hero go like 0-10, 0-11, but he's still doing that job. Getting in behind enemy lines, warding, breaking vision, spotting people out, giving you that intel, that information on where the plays are happening. Like right now, Matthew, he spent Carapace, he'll turn with a 2-man stun. He's baited in Beast Coast for a turnaround for Oscar to potentially just get a solo kill on Stinger. Vendetta Strike is going to be there just in time.
Beautiful. And they got to catch on Chris
mid lane
too.
Yeah, the curse. Splinter Blast knocked it. Everything from Pandaboo straight onto Chris Luck. Lacking stuns now, though, so a very wise TP from the Mars. But they're all running backwards. K1 is running towards Fountain. Chris Luck TP's back to Fountain. And NoPing are the ones advancing on the map.
It's the problem for Beast Coast. They don't got that burst damage available in any lineup, Gary. To be able to play the early game, the mid game, you need some kind of burst damage in your team. Right now, that's just Chris Luck. And every time his arena's on cooldown, they are not a threat to NoPing. And NoPing are taking full advantage of that. Look at Dark Mago with this hood. He's impossible to kill right now.
Yeah, you can't contend with him, really. I mean, Spirit Vessel, Gale, Arena Chrono.
Everything.
So many circles, but there's a cold embrace from Pandaboo. They don't have a curse. They spear back onto Matthew. He's got Carapace and a stun, but Chris Luck blast him with that God's Rebuke. HFN wanting to get a little bit involved here. He's bored, hitting creeps and farming, so he'll chase Chris Luck while the Timbersaw zones out the rest of them. Whisper does TP to safety. HFN speared away, but that means Chris Luck is now stranded under the grasps of Oscar's Timbersaw, chaining back through the Mars. And finding yet another kill. Well, you said it, defending objectives. Their tier 1 mid is untouched.
They used every single spell they had apart from RP because he's not yet level 6 on the Magnus. And that Bristleback did not die. It was also with 2 Vessel charges blown on the Bristleback. This is just an absolute disaster for Beast Coast. Top tower, Oscar, he's working on it right now. HFN, he's got a Deso coming out. It looks like they just want to go Roshan with this. They know Chrono's on cooldown. Poison Nova's on cooldown. Arena's still on cooldown. Why not?
No green lights, basically.
Yep.
The stop lights are all red for Beast Coast. And this is the Bristleback build that we were kind of expecting in the last game. Oh God, the 2-man curse.
Very nice
walked
curse.
down in towards the Roche pit. It's beautiful on the Whisper. Stinger, fake pumping the RP. He actually landed it. I had a bit of lag there, and they still get the 2-man stun, but there's no follow-through. Stinger just dead.
This game is so sad to watch right now if you're a Beast Coast fan. There's just absolutely no options for them. They can get this Void to continue farming, but to what end? K1 being pressured by this Nyx Assassin. He's got a DD on K1, and Matthew doesn't care.
He's being soloed. Get out of my jungle, says Matthew.
Deso's online for HFN now.
Top 3 net worth, all NoPing heroes. But yeah, the Bristleback build. This is kind of what we've come to know and love. The Hood, the Sange, Eternal Shroud, the Aghanim Scepter. Yep. Not pressured at all to go an early BKB, is he?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not at all. It's like Beast Coast, you have to be ahead in order to make this Bristleback go for a different kind of build. And with the way he's at right now, top net worth, K1, he has no time walk. He's just dead.
Yeah, he's blown up. And the Timber chain in. Oscar's going to body block Chris Luck. Matthew whiffs out on the Impale. That could have been a freebie, but with the Chakram slowing them down, good telekinesis and defensive arena. Chris Luck going to get out of there, but Dark Margo turns onto Whisper instead. Melt Strike minus armor. Dark Margo with 330 damage per hit. Just slams into the Venomancer. The Aegis is claimed pretty much immediately, though, and Schofield's Refraction has bought him enough time to steal the Chakram and do a bit of damage back to them, but it is really just a rampant run forward from NoPing, claiming kill after kill, skewering up to the high ground. They will get Oscar and Matthew up there near the tier 3s, but it doesn't seem to matter. K1 has time walked in. He wants Matthew. The mana burn, the meld strike, any damage coming through. K1, he's got Chrono. He wants to play around with this. He's jumping aggressively forward onto them. They don't get the curse. Winter Wyvern has walked into the blue bubble. They don't have the damage though. Just a cold embrace and the swing back in. Dark Margo hunting, but a good Yule's out from Chris Luck. Buys the space for K1 to time walk back up to the tier 3 and high ground. And Schofield with a couple of traps, looking to slow them down, but it is frantic. Scrambling to fight here from Beast Coast, looking for any opening, and now the curse. Good spear back. Dark Mago caught up. Pandaboo gonna get sliced by that Fade Bolt coming in and an RP. Oh, Stinger. Go on, give it to him. He's got Spirit Vessel on him, and an RP solo onto Dark Mago will probably take down the Bristleback here. They've got him. The big kill claimed. HFN and Matthew no longer want any part in this team fight. Time to run, NoPing. They're being pinged. They are being pinged by Beast Coast. HFN melding and hiding, speared up against the side, and K1 comes back in hot, claims the killing spree, and Matthew, he's been stunned and slowed. He's dead. It's a double for the Faceless Void. They can't kill Oscar though, surely not.
Well, the long drawn-out fights, you know, that's how Beast Coast are able to come back into this game. The time dilation, the Venomancer, the Plague Words, the Poison Stings, you know, taking away. NoPing, they need to look for those burst picks and just kind of reset from it. But they entertained Beast Coast. They went down the hill. They were diving so deep. Where were they? Between the two tier 2 towers, down the hill of the triangle? They were really feeling themselves on NoPing.
They got skewered into tier 3s.
Yeah, and now they're gonna have to change their game plan a little bit, reset, you know, have a mental reset. Dark Mago, full mana, full HP, back down mid lane, and Beast Coast are like, oh man, again? Gotta deal with this guy once again with 4 resources, feels bad.
I gotta deal with all of them. Bristle, Timbersaw. I mean, TA gonna finish off that Dragonlance. HFN a little bit behind what we've seen previously from his POS 1 TA. I think Trent was saying 20 minutes in or so he had that Dragonlance Deso and a BKB. So he's lagging a little bit behind, but look at this. K1 farming aggressively into the dire jungle, and Matthew, he was lurking, looking for his chance to strike onto the Faceless Void, mana burning to try and stop any time walks, but he has one left. I mean, meanwhile...
Bristleback mid. Yeah.
Dark Margo.
Alright, arena'd, and it looked like he was facing Beast Coast, so the Bristleback was not able to tank up enough. Whisper also with the Vessel helping out. So all that diversion from K1 got them another kill on the Bristol. You know, K1, I like his build right now. Sanjin Yasha into Diffusal Blade. There's so many tanky heroes on NoPing. You're just looking to drag the fight out with your time dilation. Just burn mana with your Diffusal Blade. And eventually you will get that damage that you need. Beast Coast, they're just trying to drag this game out. Get to the late game where the heroes are going to have far more impact.
We're going to have some really long fights, aren't we? With Veno Void up against Bristle Timbersaw. Maybe a couple of little jump in, you know, from the TA to find that initial kill. Well, these fights are going to be super, super extended.
Dark Mago is going for a Lotus now because he wants to be able to remove the time dilation and the Vessel of the Venomancer. I'm kind of sad, you know, not going for that Aghanims.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
they've got team fighting. Yeah.
They've got a Lotus on the Timber, but yeah, I guess they want 2 of them. And so far, Schofield, he really has been stealing some exceptional spells. Getting the Chakram every time, he's been getting up Quill Spray, stacking up a lot of damage on them.
The big spell that he's going to look for in the late game is that maxed out mana burn from Matthew. If he can get that ability, I totally see Beast Coast destroying team fights in the late game just by burning the mana of the Bristleback, making them unable to fight, or the Timbersaw, and just taking the engagements afterwards.
And Pandaba losing his courier there. K1 moved in, killed it off, so that's the Aether Lens pretty much gone. Bristleback gonna get speared away from that hasted Chris Luck as they jump in with a 2-man RP. Stinger He's gone straight onto Pandaboo and Dark Margo. There's double chakrams in there. Matthews killed off by K1 elsewhere. Stinger and Pandaboo both trading blows and lives, while Chris Luck, he's grabbed an illusion ring, but he's got a Yules and run now. Dark Margo's Bristleback is a real strong force running towards your squad. Whisper and Schofield trying to hold that line. They do get a Gale towards him. They've got two Vessel Chargers to play around with. They've got a Yules in 5. There's the spear towards him. He's Lotus orbed up though, so Dark Margo, he's still looking reasonably tanky, but in comes K1 with a time dilation. They've got a Chrono ready. You're right, galing him up. Another Spirit Vessel charge, and Dark Margo stuck there. Beast Coast surround him. Don't even use the Chronosphere.
You know, the delay tactics from Beast Coast is working out so well. NoPing just continue to entertain. You know, he feels like he's invincible on Dark Mago, but he just keeps getting chipped away.
And that's the Chrono.
Onto the Wyvern.
Yeah, and TA's walked into it.
Hero.
The TA tries to Meld Strike into K1, but he jumps away. Doesn't get caught with any stuns. There was a good steal on the Impale from the Rubik there as a Winter's Curse on the K1 just to try and delay the move. Pandaboo's still dead though. The damage over time from Whisper. And Stinger, no RP, just a skewer. Ready, and powers K1, runs away.
So NoPing, this is their window right now. The Chrono was used. You got to kill onto the Mars. Let's see if they decide to smoke up. They need Matthew to get this Blink Dagger. They don't really have that initiation at the moment. I do believe, Gary, that NoPing have missed their window. They had this timing in the mid game, like around, I want to say 12 to 17 minutes, 18 minutes, where they're just in front of Beast Coast. They just should be taking the tier 2 towers with that first Aegis. But, you know, that play where they got a little too aggressive has really brought Beast Coast back into the game. NoPing are feeling a bit awkward without this Aegis on the Templar Assassin right now.
That's the key, right? They took Aegis, they lost it within 30 seconds of having it, and now, sure, Beast Coast are delaying you, but you're kind of waiting for Roshan to come up at the same time, and it's going to culminate in that massive teamfight around Roche, potentially in the next 15 to 20 seconds. Keep our eyes out on that timer for the respawn of it, and Beast Coast moving out to smoke.
They want to make some plays while the Chrono's on cooldown. I mean, they don't mind. K1 doesn't really need Chrono to be able to do damage right now. He's got that Diffusal Blade.
Matthew sees him. The double scan, and Roshan, 2 minutes. That's what the timer says. Everyone's going to be dancing around the pit. They've nearly got Blink on Stinger, actually. Philosopher's Stone, yeah, he's 20 gold away from it. Going to clear out a couple of creeps top. Now you're dealing with Blink RP, Chrono, Arena. All of these massive circle abilities. AoE is huge. And we know how fragile Templar Assassin can be if she gets caught by even one of them. It could be lights out for HFN. Needs to get to that BKB incredibly quickly.
Really does. Went for the Crystals first and a little bit of extra damage. He will have the BKB for the next Roshan now. 1 minute left for that to respawn. Going to be fighting into a lot of teamfight abilities. I'm getting worried for NoPing now because, like I said, they just missed their chance to be able to jam their network down Beast Coast's throat.
My hands are sweating, man. I'm feeling it. This game is going to get to a boiling point pretty soon.
K1 too, he is going to take over HFN soon. A Faceless Void who has more net worth than a Templar Assassin. Oh boy.
I mean, it really is. I often think this term is used too much, but the calm before the storm. This is that lull, that moment of waiting, consideration, deliberation of what you're going to do in that next minute or two, because that's what's going to decide this game, and we're in Game 3, that's deciding the series.
And if
K1 walks up, he spots out the HFN TA, they lift her back, she's forced to BKB, K1 jumps, they're just going to kite this. Waste the BKB of the TA. They do get the jump forward. Good force staff away. Schofield trying to delay and dodge. A Yules and now the Chrono in onto the Templar Assassin. HFN gets caught out, but it's a great Winter's Curse. Stops out that Faceless Void, but they got the RP and the Arena in onto HFN, and this is the problem we were describing. The jump onto the TA, she's so fragile. Get caught by one, get caught by all. Has to move in now. And NoPing, they're turning back onto them. They do kill off Chris Luck, but they've got K1 to contend with. The skewer back, the Stinger catches them. Matthew's dragged down to the low ground, and K1 is battering into them, bashing and clearing through Dark Margo. The Bristleback's in trouble outside the Roche pit. Beast Coast win a fight and claim the second Roche. They're GG.
Yep, they got the Solar Crest. Oh, what?
They called GG.
Huh? What do you mean misclicked? He disconnected. He left the game. Oh, they're so tilted, Gary. They are actually so tilted.
They're done.
What?
Game 3's over. Panda Boo has called GG and he's disconnected. That's no misclick. It's game over.
That is not exactly. That is not a misclick.
We're going to.
He pushed into wrote GG and left the game. Like
we're going to the second best of 3, right? We're going to that second best of 3. NoPing against Beast Coast repeat.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean,
tonight
the emotions are so high for NoPing right now. You can see what just happened. Pandaboo must be extremely frustrated to write that without the consent of the rest of his team. Yeah. Oh jeez.
Oh, that's it, right? I mean, if we can get confirmation from the admins,
that's it.
That is game over.
The game's just over. The game's just over. Yeah. Beast Coast had won. So we're gonna be having another series today to fix the tiebreaker, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm dumbfounded too. I mean, like Beast Coast, they did a great job. Like you have a lineup with NoPing where you are not allowed to make those kind of mistakes and give away kills to Beast Coast, right? So Beast Coast